one. Park is coming down to the finish. Ian Williams has won this one. So that's the first race completed.
More nail-biting action to come from the Korea Match Cup after the break. Dongguan Harbour is a hive of activity as the spectators enjoy the festival occasion. Out on the water, taking in what's almost a boat show that runs in conjunction with the regatta.
Welcome back to the Korean Match Cup. We're into Flight 2, Match 2, and it's Peter Gilmore up against Martin Bernstein. We're in the pre-start. So Gilmore comes at Bernstein on port. Gilmore, the port hand boat, required to keep clear. Bernstein has that starboard advantage as Gilmore still time to build as they look for the time on distance back to the start. Peter Gilmore up against Martin Bernstein. Gilmore now going into the jibe. Bernstein on the right. This comes up. We can see Bernstein looking to come into the ley line to the committee boat end. Peter Gilmore now looks down at Bernstein, looking to push from behind. Time on distance, still a lot of time to burn. They're both boats early as we look at Peter Gilmore coming right up the transom of Martin Bernstein. Bernstein's in trouble here. He runs the risk of being pushed over the line. Peter Gilmore on good time on distance down towards the pin end. So off the line, it's Bernstein to windward, Gilmore to leeward, and Bernstein was clear. It looked very close to being over, but those close calls, it's ended up a very strong start for Bernstein. Boat number 3, that's Gilmore pushing forward. He's affecting Bernstein now. Bernstein's not going to be able to live in that windward position. Gilmore has managed to sail round the bow. We're out to a 42-metre advantage to Peter Gilmore as they head towards the right-hand side over towards the restricted zone.
They're coming up on the restricted zone now. Gilmore's just pushing all the way to the edge. You can see just behind him there a yellow vertical marker. That's indicating where the shallow water is. Crews must stay on the inside of those markers. If they go beyond them, they'll get a penalty. Gilmore's getting very close to that ley line now, and he's just starting to roll into attack there now.
Yeah, Gilmore in control as Peter Gilmore approaches the first mark, and this is Flight 2, Match 2. Peter Gilmore up against Martin Bernstein. At the first mark, it's Gilmore leading.
And he's just getting his nose around. We'll see the Janica all the way to the top of the mast there, and as it pops, and the Hyundai Spinnaker as it comes around the mark there, and they're powering the boat up as it heads on the downwind course. And that margin now will be probably close to 20-odd seconds, 17, 18.
A little bit of separation. Gilmore led at the first mark by 18 seconds. Came down the port ley line, jibed away, and is now Peter Gilmore heading back towards the marina side, over towards the right-hand side. Gilmore here looks pretty much in control to me as we look down towards Mark 2. Coming into the second mark, Gilmore jibes.
His headsail coming up as we come into the mark, and Gilmore just bringing his bow around. Let's see what this margin here is, Peter, as we come around the bottom mark here.
Yeah, a little bit of a comeback there for Bernstein. No, it's going to be about the same. In fact, it's as the clock stops us, it just looks like Gilmore's extended another half a length on Bernstein.
Both boats heading across to the right-hand side of the course here.
Gilmore here has extended on the upwind. Some of that was positioning, some of it was Gilmore was first into the slightly freshening breeze, probably about another knot of wind for Gilmore, as Johnny Bernstein coming up to the red turning mark. It'll be a tack set as he spins the boat around.
This sort of margin, it's almost impossible for Bernstein to make up that on this last leg of this 4-leg race.
Yeah, this one's done. This one's done and dusted. Peter Gilmore in control, coming down to the finish.
He now gets a point on the board.
That was a fairly close race. The start was obviously very close. Cam did a really nice job of calling the countdown for the boat when we had to sort of tack and go for it. I think at that point, being the leeward boat, we were always going to come out from underneath. That was pretty much the race then and there. Once he had to do a tack away from the non-right-of-way tack, down speed, it's pretty painful.
Yeah, you get some opportunities because it's so much traffic, so sometimes you can tack into the other matches and give the leading boat some tough decisions. There are some shifts and the wind increased in the end of the match. So there are some possibilities, but we didn't get any this time.
This is the sound of the Bomjong bell. To Buddhists, it signals an escape from all evil. Its sound, heard in the morning and evening, is to Korean Buddhists the manifestation of the truth of every being in the universe. They call it Pom. The worshippers seek wisdom through practicing generosity, good conduct, vigour, patience and meditation. This, the Yongsusa Buddhist temple, was built by the Joseon royal family in 1789. Buddhism came to Korea from China in 372 AD and blended in well with the Korean followers of shamanism or nature worship. Peace, harmony and unity became the foundations of Korea's spirit and contributed to the country's strong patriotism. Despite the rise of other faiths, half of all Koreans still maintain their devotion to Buddhism, while most of the rest still hold to the values of the Buddhist view on life.
This is the match we're going to cover. Should be a little beauty. Adam Minoprio, the current world match racing champion from 2009, up against Paolo Chan. Of course, Paolo Chan won the Korean Match Cup in 2009, so he's the current champion here in Korea. This stacks up to be a good match. So Paolo Chan controlling the pre-start from his starboard entry. Paolo Chan jives, comes back with his Italian team. Coming down with 30 seconds to go, it is Paolo Chan coming round the committee boat end, below the line. Adam Minoprio overlapped here. It could be difficult for Minoprio to get down below the line. Paolo Chan in a very strong position, coming up to 10 seconds to go. Chan controlling, Adam Minoprio over the line, so Minoprio forced to tack away. Minoprio over the line, up goes the blue flag, indicating Adam Minoprio over the line. Paolo Chan clean off the line with the yellow flag flying. Adam Minoprio dominated in the pre-start by Paolo Chan. There's Chan there, heading up in good pressure now. Looks back at Minoprio as Paolo Chan now approaches Mark 1 for the first time. Here's Adam Minoprio.
Go hoist.
Bit of a disappointing one for the current world champion. Turns the boat down, inside jibe of the Jenica. Heading down to Mark 2. Now you can see Minoprio jibing. Just see the difference in angle there. Minoprio heading very deep down towards the bottom mark. Chan coming across towards, and boat 1 towards the right-hand side. The right-hand boat now jibing. You can see Minoprio there. He's still in the game, and look at this. Of course, Minoprio is on starboard, as we have, as they come down towards the bottom mark. It's a lead change as the boat flicks through, and Paolo Chan, amazing downwind leg by Minoprio. He's got over towards the The right